To Everybody's Has a Mic podcast. This is season 2, episode 3. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think it is.
yes, it
Yeah.
is.
Okay. My name is Mo. Again, here with my brothers. I DJ a lot. I train people a lot. And you know what? I'm happy to be here with my brothers this week. We missed last week, but we on it this week. JT, talk to him.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy JT Malone, aka East Coast Legend. If you don't know why I'm a legend, you never been tapped in, not even to the pod, but you just not tapped in, because I do things to people, and they would never fucking find your body. Steve, what you got for him?
What's going on, people? It's your boy Stevie B. It's your boy Stevie B. Mr. S.B. on Instagram as well as LXB Galleries, man. I'm always here. I'm always happy to be here with my fellas. Looking forward to chopping it up and sharing some of the world's news. Set it off, money.
Oh yeah, sharing the world's news is right. Yo, there was so much stuff that went on too. Dang, so much stuff going on.
A lot happened. Can I say one thing real fast?
Yeah, go ahead.
I just want to shout out what we already knew to be true, but shout out the UN for standing up and recognizing Palestine as a state. Like, let's just shout out UN for the UN for that. I think that happened a week or two ago. Let's just shout them out, because at the end of the day, it's people who will tell you that Palestine doesn't exist. The people are goyim, they're trash, they're garbage, they're beneath. No, the world is waking up. That is a country. That is a state. Those are people. Stop your war crimes. Stop killing them kids. Apparently, Hamas and Israel also just announced that they are having a truce for the first time in 2 years.
Oh, really?
Yes, I just saw that right before it started. So I just want to shout that out because, at the end of the day, the Israelis train the police officers in the United States. So the chokeholds, the methods they use on you and your family out here in America is the same stuff they do on the people in Palestine. So just be aware of where your tax dollars are going and what you're funding. And this is not anti-Semitic, me talking about world events. So if that's what you feel, I know what temperature you're running. So I just want to shout it out. Free Palestine. I need the UN to recognize the Holocaust that happened here in America next. So y'all seem to be moving in the right direction. So let's recognize what happened in America next. If you can go against the Star David people, you can go against the I rep the Eagle people too. So let's get that popping. We're the black leaders. Ben Crump, he's a lawyer. He ain't a leader, but you know what I'm saying.
I know what you mean.
You want to be a voice in the community? Go get your ass over to the UN and get these people to recognize the war crimes that happen against your people and stop talking about bunny hopping all the goddamn time. Just had to throw that out there. We can get into it though.
But do y'all hear about since you just said that? Y'all hear about Russia, Putin opening up the old deep churches that were locked up that nobody opened for centuries,
and they're full of black people on the walls.
They're full of black folks on the walls.
What?
Yeah.
Full of black.
2 years ago, when they were talking about the Ukrainian war, Putin went to, I don't know if he was at. He was somewhere. He probably was in one of these ancient churches. And behind him, Jesus, Mary, Joseph, halos over their head like a sun. That's what they used to do. It wasn't over the head. It was, you just had the divine energy over your head. It was all black people behind them, looking like money on the wall. And I'm not, no disrespect, they was dark skinned. The point I'm making is,
like me,
the media in America only showed Putin's face and blocked off what was behind him. You had to watch BBC or Al Jazeera's to see what was behind him, and he had like little not chotskis, but artifacts. And he opened it and he was like, "This is who I pray to," and it was a black man. And and when he started showing that, CNN cut the feed.
Yeah, they did.
You look it up.
TikTok was on it, dog. TikTok was on it. I'll send it to you.
That sounds crazy.
Yeah.
TikTok was all on it.
It's like this.
Please send that to me, man. Damn,
I'll send it to you.
I might have heard something, but I don't think I paid much attention to it.
Whoever the media is telling you people are the enemies,
it's the other way around.
Just think. It's not the case. You turn on the news every day, they'll tell you 1, 2, 3 of us will rape and kill everybody in your whole family. Meanwhile, the person who will rape and kill everybody in your family is actually in your basement smoking meth right now.
Chopping up bodies.
Exactly.
Actually, they had something I saw the other day where a couple tweets or on X, whatever you want to call it, was deleted because it had like percentages about like the males that are the types of people that do certain crimes, and all of those percentages was, leaning
vanilla
in the direction of the Caucasians. And those tweets were deleted. They were deleted, meaning they were pointing out the fact that Elon Musk is like
got rid of
watching what you're doing and scraping it basically. But yeah,
autistic
man, some of that stuff is crazy, bro. It's crazy.
That's why they want TikTok. Autism. They want this. That's want TikTok bad.
He's AA, apartheid autism. That's what I'm calling Elon from now on. He done played his hand, bro. I actually deleted X off my phone, man.
I've never really got on it like that. I know a lot of people that rock it for like releases and finding things, but it never really piqued my interest. What TikTok did for me was it took away stardom. You know what I'm saying? We growing up, we read, we seen, you know what I'm saying? We seen stars, like whether that be Michael Jackson or this person or that person, but we were never able to speak to them. Never able to be like, you fucking suck. And you know what? That's a gift and a curse, because from some perspectives, people deserve and have the right to say what they feel about who they want to reach out to. But could you imagine if we were growing up when we were 15, 16, 17, 18 years old, even younger, 13, 14, you know what I'm saying? We were able to reach out to the stars that we always like saw in our faces. Outside of writing to like a fan page, so somebody's getting paid to read and respond to you, you were actually directly tweeting these people. And I was like, all right, well, you know what? I don't think I like this, and it's a big thing. But look how it's ruined people's careers. Remember when Kevin Hart was going to host the Grammys or something like that? It was something that he was supposed to host. And they found a tweet that he tweeted about his son and how he didn't want his son to be a certain way. And that was like 13 years prior, when nobody knew who Kevin Hart was. We did. Mm-hmm. I saw Paper Shows.
Yes.
I think it was hilarious.
It was hilarious.
But there's a bunch of people that follow him and watch his movies that don't know nothing about Paper Soldiers. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we were there. We were the group that watched him go from where he was at to where he is now, which, kudos to him. He was able to rebound from that too. But
we have to put that dress on though to rebound.
Mo, you ready to start it up?
Saturday Night Live. That dress on. All I'm saying, bro.
Don't they all have to though? It's showing in their face.
I mean, you want that big money? Put this dress on.
There's a bunch of things.
Put on that red dress.
Oh, here we go.
And your high heels.
Oh my God.
Some of that sweet perfume.
Why is Johnny Gill
on you? That's literally what the
not even the right podcast. Johnny Gill is. I cannot believe the analogy was on this part. The dredge.
That's my guy, Johnny Gill. Rub you the right way.
You'll see the Julia Fox, Marlon Wayans moment. I think the youth needs to hear what real men are. I think there's there's masculinity.
But what are real men?
Right. So it goes on like that for a while with her interrupting him over and over again. Now, before I get into my argument, because there's things I want to say,
Marlon.
I need to remind white women.
Yeah, Marlon.
Whilst you guys were having that conversation about being alone in the woods and would you rather be with a man or a bear, and you're all choosing the bear, totally understandable. There was a different discussion happening underneath that, which was with black women who were saying, you're stuck alone in the office. Who would you rather be with, a white woman or a white man? They chose the white man every single time. And I think part of it lives in this interaction. Part of it lives in the response to this interaction. Marlon, with all of his age, with all of his patience and experience, is speaking calmly and reflectively about masculinity, about what it means to be a man.
Oh no. Oh, we lost him.
It broke, Mo.
I think
Mo, you muted yourself.
Are the comments, because the comments
my
are
bad.
incredibly supportive of this.
Now y'all gotta hear it.
Speaking calmly and reflectively about masculinity, about what it means to be a man. And so in this moment, when Julia Fox keeps interrupting him, I think it's important to state that she's making a really good point. Like, she's making a truly good point, but she is cutting him off again and again. What's interesting, though, are the comments, because the comments are incredibly supportive of this action, of him being interrupted. And I get it. There's something cathartic about watching a woman interrupt a man, especially for women who have been constantly interrupted by men their entire lives, whether it's at work, whether it's in their marriage, whether it's in their family, whether it's with their friendships. I understand that feeling, I do. But from my perspective, and I think the perspective of a lot of people of color, I'll say this very plainly. All I see is another black person shrinking because a white person keeps talking over them. This is where intersectionality sort of falls apart, right? Because we talk about patriarchy and the power of patriarchy as if it all moves in one direction, right? But the truth is, power doesn't disappear just because the gender changes. Sometimes it morphs and shifts. And in so many spaces, white women have learned to wield that power in the way that the men that they have been around know how to do as well. Black men and black women often say the words, sorry, I wasn't finished, or can you not cut me off? And there's often a recoil that happens with white women and white men, as if us demanding our space is seen as an attack on you. And so because of that, we learn to shrink, just like Marlon does in this interview. I'm just saying, celebrating this as some sort of gender victory without acknowledging the really weird racial dynamic, but also just that it was really rude that she was interrupting like that, is disingenuous. I've lived that moment where I am being constantly interrupted. And then the moment I try and like have something to say and interrupt myself, I get taken apart. It's as if my masculinity frames the whole thing in such a way that it allows you to avoid dealing with that racial component, right? This argument about gender becomes this big shield so you can sidestep the work that you have to do with regards to race. So when I see people celebrating her for interrupting him, I get it, I really do. But I still think you're missing something. I still think you're missing such a crucial, important racial component to that discussion. I don't just see a woman standing her ground. I see another white woman talking whilst a black person was trying to. I've been Marlon Wayans here. I know lots of men and women that have been Marlon Wayans in this situation, and it happens constantly.
So, fellas, y'all hear me?
Yeah.
We can hear you.
All right.